Good morning, y'all. I wanted to talk to you today about Indian Summer Rudbeckia. You may also know it as Black-Eyed Susan. I grew these from seed, from Johnny's seed this year. Wanted to try something new. I grew these in multiple ways. Some were done with the winter sowing method, and some were used in seed trays. And so I don't really know which ones are which anymore because they all got moved around quite a bit. But these plants, y'all, are really unbelievable. They can go 36 to 42 inches tall. And that's this one that I'm looking at here. It is all of 36 inches. And then the bloom size can be really large as well. I'm trying to be really careful this morning. Let me zoom in and see. There are all kinds of pollinators on these flowers this morning. These are like some kind of little bee. I don't know how aggressive these guys are because I've never seen them before. But I really haven't done anything to these plants since I put them in the ground. And so not really a fussy plant for sure. They do like full sun though. And they're listed as being tender perennials, meaning that it could possibly come back for our zone 8B because they're typically a zone 9 through 10. So if we have a warm winter this year, I would believe that they would come back, but they may not. So I'm kind of hoping these are put in a temporary spot. I'm hoping to put something else here, but I wouldn't be mad if they came back either because I'm sure I could find a place to move them in the garden. I have a set of 3 over here next to my cut flowers. I did cut some and put in a vase, and I didn't feel like they held up too well. But maybe I let them go over too far before I cut them. Now what makes these so awesome are how large their petals are. So the packet said that they could go anywhere from 4 to 7 inches in diameter. Let me show y'all this. That is a really big flower, which makes it stand out a whole lot in your garden as well, because it's definitely a lot of blooms on one plant. Of course, this is a grouping of 3, which makes it seem even a bigger pop. The other ones I just showed you had a little bit more spacing in them. But as you can see, they make such a statement that you can see them from far away in your garden. And I have one more grouping over in this area of my garden, but I'm afraid that the slugs or the bunnies one took care of the tender transplants when I put them in. There's a little remnant, I'll show y'all of one, but I don't see it doing anything. This area gets, I would say, partial sun, and so as you can see, the flowers, there is not as many blooms on this plant, and the plant itself is a little bit thinner, but it still looks very beautiful. There's my remnant of the one. And if you go over here, you can see a little bit of another one. But I doubt, like I said, that it'll do anything this season. That's one of the cool things about growing from seed, is that it's just not a big deal if something doesn't make it. If I thought that these would do good in this area, I would have put out more, but I really felt like between the shade and just being along the back of the border, I knew that the bunnies were probably getting to it. I planted some in the front of the house, and that was the case as well. And I am now on my second set of starts or transplants up there, and we'll see if they make it to get to bloom. All right, so that's Indian Summer Rudbeckia. It started from seed from Johnny's Seeds, and I wanted to hop on here and do a little spotlight on this plant, mainly because it just has been a no-fuss plant for the most part. It's something new that I have done this year, and I've made these videos either about annuals or perennials, and this is one of those plants that I'm not sure which category it falls into, and I wanted to talk to y'all about it. Pick those up for next year, for 2026, if y'all would like to grow this plant. If y'all would like to see what other annuals I'm growing this season, I'm going to put a link at the end of this video. Y'all click on that and you can see all the beautiful annuals that I have growing this year. And do me a favor, if you liked this video, please feel free to subscribe. Y'all have a great day.